Your biggest fear is someone's going to get shot.
I am afraid that there is a tragedy waiting to happen.
In a matter of weeks, neighbors in Worthington say they'll be bracing for sharpshooters opening fire in their neighborhoods. It's part of the city's new deer management program, but homeowners won't know when or where, and they're fearing for their safety. ABC6 On Your Side investigator Lisa Rontola is getting answers tonight.
Worthington leaders say they need to do something to control the growing deer population in the community. They call the animals a risk to public safety for people and pets. But to do that, I'm uncovering the city has identified 27 locations in residential neighborhoods, along with other public locations where sharpshooters will be opening fire to cull the herd. Majestic and usually graceful.
They're walking better, aren't they?
The deer in Worthington have captured the attention. How often do you see deer around your home?
Every day.
From neighbors like Amelia Shearer, who moved here for the whitetails.
It was a buck just out there playing with a little tiny pumpkin.
And others who say they're destroying property and they want these four-legged visitors to go.
Even deer-resistant plants, they'll eat those.
According to the city, deer have become more than a nuisance. They're a risk to public safety. In recent surveys, Worthington neighbors said the growing herd has eaten up $1.5 million in plants and landscapes and $200,000 for vet bills due to pet versus deer related injuries. That's along with the 150 drivers claiming they've hit a deer in the road. So you do have a fence up here?
Yes.
And it doesn't matter?
No, they jump the fences.
So while Amelia tells me she will go along with her neighbors and support a deer population decrease,
They're still trying to figure things out a little, aren't they?
letters from the city sent to more than 1,000 neighbors last month provided new details on a deer culling program involving professional markspeople from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. They read, "This letter is to notify you that targeted deer removal operations will take place on property located within 200 feet of your residence or business. No times or addresses were given, only that operations will take place after dark."
There was never an assumption that it would be less than 200 feet from your back window or your sleeping child.
Why not tell them when sharpshooters will actually be firing near their homes?
It is considered a best practice to not share that specific detailed information for security and operational effectiveness.
I sat down with Robin Stewart, Worthington city manager, to share concerns from neighbors like Amelia and to ask about liability concerns already put on record by city leaders.
Whether it's a pet being shot or a vehicle, some of the things you had listed, where does that liability fall?
So are there concerns that ammo could end up elsewhere other than the target?
So as I mentioned, we are working with trained experts, professionals who have done this in other places and in other communities.
I asked for the locations of all designated bait locations and targeted removal spots. Along with city parks, 135 residential properties were volunteered by owners, all heavily redacted. The data does show 104 properties were rejected by the city, nearly 30 accepted. At least one of Amelia's neighbors received a letter, so starting next year, she knows shooting will take place several hundred feet away. Are you worried that bullets will be flying through your yard with the consent of the city?
That she doesn't know when this is happening, from what direction this could be happening.
Stewart tells me neighbors do not have an option to opt out.
Accidents can happen, and it feels reckless and irresponsible.
Not a public speaker. You said you're not a big fan of public speaking. Amelia has shared her concerns twice now to city council. You were really asking for a pause.
Yeah.
Did you get a pause?
No.
The city tells me they've remained transparent, posting this to its website. Locations will be elevated or have adequate backstops, and ammunition will be disintegrated on impact. Worthington police officers will also accompany Wildlife Services staff. When I asked if they will pause the program to find new non-residential locations,
is that possible?
So we are challenged to remove deer from the community if we aren't on properties in neighborhoods.
They say they've signed the contract and it starts in just 1 week.
I don't want to look back after something has happened, after a child's been injured, after an animal has been in an interaction with a deer, after a human error has been made. I don't want to look back and say that I could have said something and I didn't.
And safety has been top of mind
Because they're cute.
and a top priority for us.
Lisa Ronchelo reporting. The city's Deer Task Force told City Council there have been no human injuries in other targeted removal programs in Ohio, only the injuries of some pets. Other communities are now keeping a close eye on Worthington's program, like Dublin and Clintonville, due to their own concerns of overpopulated deer.
Thanks for watching the ABC6 News YouTube channel.
Bringing you breaking news, stories, sports, and original content throughout Central Ohio.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out.
ABC6 News is on your side.